The way it works is, let me show you real quick. We have 5,000 gold, so we have to draft. uh, if you pay 5,000, you get a set of packs that are passed to you. Basically, they're based on real picks that are made by players, and essentially it's just that player is passing you packs. First pack is passed to you by the same player, he gets a bunch of packs, and basically he just keeps passing them until they're out. And then next one is same thing. I've been playing draft, and the rewards for draft are really quite substantial. The third diamond chest is the final reward. Alright. What are we looking at? Blood Beetle's kind of cool. Jotun Hurler's a very strong 5. Ancient Lore's very strong 4. Ornate Katana's good. It's a good pack. Black Iron Manacles is probably awful. I haven't seen that card in a while. Vulgar Stash is crazy value. Ancient Lore and Ornate Katana both look really good right now. The Hurler is certainly not a bad idea. I think it might be the best card here. Ancient Lore is very strong too, though. We'll go with Hurler. Static Bolt. This is the first pack with a Static Bolt. Let's go ahead and see if we start getting past Static Bolts. Lightning Strike is also solid. Hero of the People is really good. Static Bolt looks kind of like fun though, and I always like to at least try if it's passed in the first 2 packs. Okay. Mistveil Drake. This is a really good 6/6 flying for 6 in almost every instance. And it's in blue, which is my only color right now. Buthrai Infiltrator is a really good purple card. And we might get another chance at that one. Another Static Bolt versus another Hurler? Oh man, that's tough. I think we'll double up on Static Bolts though. Harbinger's Bite in blue and black. Bower. Brazen Daredevil's kind of cool. Unlikely we're going to be playing with it, but it would work with our current setup. Like, if we had a lot of removal, then we could run blue-red. I think in general I want to try to stick with the current allied color pairs, because there isn't an opposing color pair set yet. And hybrid cards are very powerful, so they're very likely to keep showing up. Harbinger's Bite works well with snowballs, works well with static bolts. It's not a bad card in its own right. It's a little bit weak, but I think we like it. And that allows us to get Gorgon Fanatic for sure, which makes Cobalt Acolyte and Trickster's Cloak both look wonderful. I think Cobalt Acolyte here. Scavenging Vulture I think I value higher than Ravenous Thornbeast. Icebreaker. Well, we don't have any other picks, so let's give it a shot. Rapid Shot, that's a really good combat trick. Glad to see that being dropped. And Herald Summon. Well, World Pyre Phoenix is almost worth splashing for, but I think we're gonna pass it. Oryx Sentry's a good green card. Elder Feather is a good green card. These 2 cards are both just really amazingness. We only got, what, 3 blacks right now? We could grab Oryx Feather, or Oryx Sentry, or Elder Feather, and maybe make a go of it. But there's a Gorgon Swiftblade right down here, and that is a really good 2-drop in the colors that I'm actually trying to play. Feln Stranger Fixer versus Gorgon Swiftblade. Someone who's drafting Rakano is super happy today. There's a Burnout. A shiny Burnout. I think Cobalt Acolyte is better, just because it sends Gorgon Fanatic over the top. There's another Fanatic. Alright. Starting to look good. Torch is almost a good enough card to splash for again. Maybe it is a good enough card to splash for. That and Stonescar Maul. Backlash is not high on our list at the moment. We'll get them eventually. Let's go for a Torch. The shiny Burnout got past. Another shiny Burnout got past. Here's a 3rd Jotun Hurler as well. Apparently that's not getting valued very highly. We got False Prince. That card's really good. Yeti Spy, that card's not very good, but it's better than False Prince for what I've got in colors. Rapid Shot number 2 versus Violent Gust. Always like Violent Gust, but I think Rapid Shots are just great, so that works okay. Back Alley Bouncer is a decent 4-drop, and it looks like we don't even have any of those. Northwind Herald. With the snowballs I've got, Northwind Herald is actually a reasonable flyer. Yeah, I've got snowballs and static bolts. I'm going to be playing a lot of spells on my turn, so that seems totally just fine. Alright, Serpent Trainer is a good 4-drop. We don't have many 4-drops, and it's quite powerful. Steward of the Past is also just... Man, that card really just gets in the way. That might be better than Serpent Trainer for value. Yeah, let's give that a shot. We don't have that many stuns right now, and we could start considering them for Icebreaker, but I haven't seen much. There was a Flash Freeze there, and I wasn't going to go for it. Eastwind Herald's a really strong 2-drop, executes a very strong removal spell. How many 2-drops have we got? Gorgon, Swiftblades, and Scavenging Vultures, so we've got some good ones. And we can pick up one more. Static Bolt number 3. East Color's Amulet, look at all the flyers we've got. That's really amazing. Oh, and what a shiny Trickster's Cloak. I'll take that. Veteran Mercenary, oh man. You look pretty cool. And you're a lot of dust. We've also got Whip Chain, which is definitely not bad in this deck. Well, it's kind of bad in this deck. We don't actually have all that many big creatures. It'd be okay on some of our creatures. Let's go ahead and grab Veteran Mercenary just for the dust. And rather, well, I mean, the dust that I won't have to spend later, I guess. Subvert versus Deathstrike. I think I like Deathstrike better. Subvert is always card advantage in draft, but yeah, you know. Sabotage, why not? It's yet another activator for Northwind Herald. Stone Scar? Oh, we could actually grab that. We grab that torch, right? And we might actually splash for the torch. Cobalt Acolyte. If we see anything else in red. Okay, Lithrai Felchin's a really good piece of equipment, and it's great on flyers. That's a good way to just sort of like, not only like blow out a game, but you know, get a bunch of life back. You want to look at lifesteal cards pretty highly. Obsidian Golem's a possible splash. Looks like this particular pack has basically no blue in it. Valkyrie and Here Are the People are both great, but of course not in our colors. There is Fanatic number 3. We're going deep on Fanatics. We've got 2 Trickster's Cloaks and 3 Cobalt Acolytes. I don't see why not. All of this is pretty bad. I don't think Hair Trigger Stranger's on my list. Amethyst Acolyte's an okay 3-drop. Probably we'll just give this a pass. In which case we could just draft whatever we want, right? Pick a rare, pick an uncommon. I mean, we don't even need these. Uncommon's disenchant for like 10, so that's totally pointless. I might use a stranger. I mean, I'd have to get like 4 more strangers in this last pack. Torrent of Spiders is okay. Second Sight is okay. Ah, Second Sight works with Static Bolt. Nice. Feln Stranger's a good fixer. There's the Backlash. Knew it would eventually come around to us. Back Alley Bouncer. Veteran Merc. Another Amethyst. Oh, a Scavenging Vulture. That's a good last thing to sort of drop in. Okay. So we got 3 Static Bolts and a Second Sight. Eastwind Herald. 3 Flyers. Northwind Herald. 2 Jotun Hurlers and a Mistveil Drake. 3 Rapid Shots, a Sabotage. I could take the Pilfer. That's actually not terrible with Northwind Herald. But let's see what we get first. Do we click on something else by accident? Swiftblade, Eastwind, Sabotage, Mistveil. I heard the noise, but okay. All of those cards are just way too good as 4-drops. Man, our 4-drops are great. We managed to get 2 flyers here. That's great. All of these 2-cost flyers combined with Beast Caller's Amulet gives us a really good option on going in. Feln Stranger is a fixer, and that's 30. Anything we'd ditch? No. Yeah, okay. This looks good. 18, you say? Okay. Well, we should look at taking something out then. Our 2-drop slots are pretty heavy. Feln Stranger? I don't know, I kind of like that fixing, but... There we go, 17 and 46. Sabotage really doesn't appeal to me all that much, but I don't know. It's pretty likely to hit something. Hello. Well, Gorgon Swiftblade with a Beast Feller's Amulet is not bad. Are we first or second? Okay. Hi, I've got an Aegis. Oh, we are first. Nice. Going first is always better with Gorgon Swiftblades. Someone's excited about tempering me? I mean, I think you use that to pop the Aegis, right? We got a flying, and we got a deadly quick draw. Do you have a temper? Or were you just, like, doing a really weird bluff? Maybe it was a piercing shot. In which case I should see it hit me, right? You need to do something to pop my Aegis soon. What are you plotting? No blocks? Rats. Well, we got a good play, so... And the execute popped our Aegis too, so Mistveiled Drake doesn't do much. Alright, we gotta trade that. That's a sad day. And now we're losing the race too. Well, that's just all manner of unhappy news. Okay. What else you got? Got another quick draw? I'm just gonna trade up, okay. It'll 36 to 15. Alright, get a Grenadin out there. Certainly an ouchie. Oh, that was rough. This looks pretty good. I can Swift Blade into Static Bolt, get the Swift Blade through, and just start harassing them a little bit at a time. Okay. And if Swift Blade dies, then Scavenging Vulture is a pretty decent flyer, so that's nice too. Oh man, I hope I don't have to use my Static Bolt. I've got a second sight to boost it. Okay. Any ambushes waiting for me? Lightning Strike? You got something. What are you doing? Alright, I think we stay put here. No, we put down a Scavenging Vulture. Rats. I could have maybe equipped that, but... Okay, and I don't have power this turn, so I should second sight to get power. And also a new flyer, hooray! We're waiting to see when he basically plays himself out of power. Like if he plays an execute this turn, that's a good time to beast colors. Alright, get that back. Good times. You doing? He's still got fast spells. Maybe they're all like Harbinger's Bites or something? I'm not super comfy. I think we should try it. Damn it, he's got a fast spell response. What is it, a Lightning Strike? I mean, this is the third time I've said Lightning Strike, but I still haven't seen a Lightning Strike, so... What's gonna happen? Alright, we get through. I guess we're not worried about Swift Blade, so we can leave the shooting of it for later. Next turn I can do 17. Want to know what your fast spells are. Okay. You're thinking about a fast spell. Okay. Not that great. Cool Trickster's Cloak, though. We sabotage. Yeah. Oh, man. There are two different cards that do two very different things that are scary. Alright. Guess he really wanted his Crystallize. I was actually considering taking the Wisdom of the Elders, honestly. Okay, we got a really good Fanatic turn, provided... Hopefully we don't get any more silences like that, huh? Okay, I'm gonna... That's not looking too bad. That was a lot of aggression in a very short period of time. On the other hand, I just don't think he has anything now, so... Corrigan Infiltrator is a very good card. This one might actually make it 7-1. The one we ran into early on was pretty flukish, I think. Got a very good draw. Lots of nasty, nasty things. I like that because the chat's so quiet, Aviously's comment now completely out of context, just says, gotta hurl. Okay, so this hand is obviously, like, has a couple of pretty basic weaknesses. Oh, thank goodness. Can he play a 5-power drop on turn 3? I don't think he can. Yeah, there isn't one in his deck. So let's play a Gorgon Infiltrator instead. There's no way in red-white that you can play a 5-power drop. You have double white, and you could splash blue and get False Prince, but that's the only one at 3. Right? I guess there's red-black Pit Fighter. That could have been a thing that happened. I don't remember how this works. I think that if I get through with Gorgon Fanatic off a Lethrai Falchion, because it dies, it doesn't sacrifice. But I don't know for sure. I should have just... yeah. Should have just bonked the Friendly Wisp because I need to. Alright, what's scarier? The Friendly Wisp or the, who am I kidding? It's definitely this one. What's he looking at in 5 drops? Probably World Pyre Phoenix. That's the only reason I can think of to play Friendly Wisp. Red. Alright, the good news on this is that he very likely won't block with the Lethrai Falchion if I attack in. But I could just do this instead. And now we've got a 6/6 misbuild Drake. We can stick a Lethrai Falchion on that and go to town. Got his 2 cards, that's good news. Or bad news for me, but you know. Certainly news that he needed. Now I've got my 6/6 flyer. He doesn't have silences in time unless he's got, you know, the actual card silence. And he doesn't have removal that isn't Torch. Or, the Beetle. The Wasp. But I can see the Wasp coming and not attack into it. Like, I'd almost attack in for that +2. Especially if you were just about to Ancient Lore. You could get like a really interesting drop. He also doesn't seem compelled to trade Terrazon with my Beast. Okay, he's going in. Nine flying lifesteal overwhelm to the face. Even if he has Scorpion Wasp, I can levitate Fanatic here, and he'll have to either block with Scorpion Wasp and take like 8 and I draw some cards, or he will have to, you know. Okay, he doesn't have Scorpion Wasp, so Game's over? Are you gonna attack with Friendly Wisp? Oh, you can attack with everything now. Yeah. Alright. Up there and probably... No, I think we need that one for blocking the 6-5. Cool, cool, cool. Interesting. It doesn't make any sense though. You block the Fanatic always. Not only does it save you 3 damage, but I don't draw 3 cards. Maybe that was greedy. Was that greedy? I can't think of anything he can wipe me with on red and yellow. That's a nice worn shield. Yeah, it is normal in Twitch that you can't change stream video quality. However, you can do that in YouTube, and I am also streaming on YouTube. So if you want to, you can go to, I think it's like youtube.com/user/locopojo/live, and that'll work. Or you can just search YouTube Locopojo and find me there. And then you can change the stream quality as much as you like, I believe, and it'll buffer as opposed to like stuttering. So if you have bad internet, that's a pretty decent way to go about things. Walk there and kill that. I think this might get us out of silver and into gold. I like the static bolt here, I like the rapid shot, I like the Fanatic into Acolyte. If my opponent has removal, this hand is really bad. Yeah, I run the risk of just like getting hit with a torch here as soon as I play Fanatic. Torch is a common card, and likely to get used. But I don't think we can live in fear of it. Alright. We get torched. Damn. Yeah. See, now this hand is kind of gross. At least the second static bolt helps out. We can put Acolyte down and hope for a Beast Caller's Amulet. We're also like, we slowed the aggro roll pretty hard. I think we just never let that die. Ow. Well, we're not anywhere near stable. We don't have a way to get this Gorgon Fanatic through. We really need is our lifesteal card. But I think we just lost, yeah? We're betting on him to not have the torch, and he had the torch. Can I live through this? Yes, but not well. Okay. Gotta get that diamond chest, come on. Static bolts. This hand is garbage, though. Hey, that makes it a lot better. Double swift blade, rapid shot. Someone's being aggressive. Got a second one of those? Seems unlikely. Yeah, I don't know. That seems like a misplay to me. I think I'd trade Scavenging Vulture for this ridiculous Warcry creature. I have better flyers. Interesting. Okay. We've got very good pressure here. 8 damage on the pile. What's the ambush? Is it the 3 mana 0/6? It's still got flying, so that's good news. That's not good. Wow, that's actually really distinctly bad. Really need a Death Strike for that sucker. That'll help. Don't have a finest hour. Don't have a finest hour, and get off my lawn. Okay. I'd say this game has some of the best elements in both, actually. I think it generally runs very well in between the two. Of the two, I would say it has more resemblance to Magic the Gathering than Hearthstone. It is made by people who are former MTG Pro Tour players. I mean, at least that's a large portion of the development team, although not all of them are former MTG Pro Tour players. Others are just like good card designers and just excellent like game designers in general. And the game itself, while a lot faster paced and like generally just like more online friendly and free and wonderful than Magic is has a strong. It really does have that like level of strategy and difficulty that Magic has, and I think that it's really appealing. Yeah, there are instants. They're called fast spells, but they're not really instants. The interactions happen at slightly fewer steps than you would in Magic. You know, Magic has like maybe like 20 to 30 different places during a turn where you could use an instant in reaction to spells, like before and after main phases, like all sorts of different times. Fast spells activate. You can only use fast spells at very specific times, namely when creatures are attacking or blockers are declared, in response to spells, and at the end of your opponent's turn. So like there are opportunities to use fast spells that normal spells would not have, and those spells are often used at instant speed. You can have a stack, for example. That's like a very important aspect of Magic. But you don't just like do stuff randomly during your opponent's upkeep or like really mess with the flow of the game. The game flows a lot faster because it only gives you so many options to use instants. Blue? Yeah, blue. I would like to be first. I would always like to be first with this deck, especially because of the Gorgon Swiftblades, but okay, so we can snowball that Wisp, and we spend half a card, sort of, for a full card, not really. I don't really like that whole unblockable shtick. Maybe let's do away with that, shall we? Watch as he's like, execute, thank you for your trouble. Hey, he doesn't have it. Got a Death Strike, though. Always feels good when a 2-cost card eats a Death Strike. Gorgon Swiftblade is beef. Card is really, really good. Alright, cool, man. Yeah, it'll probably be... Yeah, I imagine you'll get your key pretty soon. They've been sending out a lot of them. Pretty much all of the Direwolf folks are currently at, what's it called? Gen Con? So I don't really know what they're doing on the automation end during the weekend. But I hope you get your key. Okay. Do we make 2 flyers? I think we make 2 flyers. Hi. Hi. That card. Okay, we need a static bolt to survive. Unless he doesn't attack us with the 3/4. 4th ray. Oh no, he's just gonna give it quick draw. That's even worse. Okay. Well, that's good news. Now we have an answer to the Horse Snatcher bat. I should have attacked for 3 there, I think. Just you, huh? Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Got a rapid shot? You got a rapid shot, I'm dead. I'm still dead, I think. Attack for 3 here, for sure. And then maybe the Scavenging Vulture gets killed, maybe it doesn't. Maybe we get executed, maybe we don't. This chump block happens. What saves us? Second Sight could save us. Hey, how's it going? You go on top of the deck. You burn that bat. Do we attack here? Man, I almost think we do. Put a power on top of my deck, so I'm not getting any saving graces. I'm gonna have to block next turn pretty much no matter what. Alright. Yeah, let's do it. He plays like 2 creatures, then we're really sad. What'd you get? Handful of power. That's good. That's okay. Sky Snapper. Anything else? Swift Blade. Now I need a card. You let it through. Why did he let it through? Oh, I was bluffing. I feel a little bad about that, but yeah. The system is you have sigil cards, and basically you play out a sigil, and it gives you power equivalent to like a mana crystal in Hearthstone, where it's a threshold resource that you spend. Sorry, it's not a threshold resource, but you get to spend it every turn. So if you play out a sigil, then the number of power that you have goes up. You don't play out all of your lands in a giant mess on the board, and then like have to tap each one individually for mana. You just always have that mana available. It's more similar to the land system in Magic, but lands can't be destroyed. There isn't any way to reduce people's power or influence, which, yeah, you know, seems to work pretty well. So yeah, see, I have the amount of power I currently have, the amount of maximum power I have. Every time I play a sigil, the amount of maximum and current power will increase. If I play a depleted sigil, the amount of maximum power increases by 1, and next turn I'll get that number filled. Okay, well, Eastwind Herald's really good against aggro. This is that red deck, and we did pretty well against it last time. It was running Strangers and Obsidian Golems. I think we actually lost this deck. Oops. We can trade with the Golem. That's totally fine. I'd rather kill that friggin' Grenadin if he attacks with both. No, he's gonna combust, okay. That's not a bad use of resources. Okay, do I play a creature here? I think I do. Yeah, I don't know. I think I want to be greedy here and try to find Gorgon Fanatic. Yeah, hi guy. We play Scavenging Vulture out. We hope it soaks a torch. got the torch. I'm just gonna trade these guys in. Well, we still haven't gotten torched, so let's play this out and see if it gets torched. Got the torch? I know they're in your deck. That is not a torch. Bust and an execute. The execute scares me more. You can combust all you like. There are 5 different colors, Deadly. Yeah, it's a similar color wheel to Magic, a little bit different, slightly different distinctions. Okay. Clean house here, yeah. He's probably gonna want to block that deadly infiltrate creature. Yeah, that's a trade I'm willing to take. Oh, good news, everyone. I have terrible news. We're gonna get our 3rd diamond chest. Yep, the execute happens. Next turn we have Trickster's Cloak Beast. So unless he plays something and combusts, which actually he can do, right? Like I kicked one of his executes out, but he's got the other one. So if he plays a creature and combusts... Gonna combust? Yeah. Dang, I can actually get burned out here. Oh, but not if I get... okay, is that just lethal? Yes, it is. Whew! Alright, there we go. We got our sweet premiums. Nice. Oh wow, Granite Acolyte's really shiny. They're all commons though. Copper Conduit. Cabal Cutthroat.